What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Business and Travel Podcast. My name is Jackson Dean and I'll be your host. Today we have a very, very interesting episode with a very interesting gentleman by the name of Tomor Weizman. Really, really cool dude. He is the founder and CTO at Signal.io. It's an AdTech company based out of Israel. So he does a lot of work with the advertising industry. So it was really, really interesting for me especially. And he's responsible for growing this company by about 10x in the last 18 months. And we're going to find out a little bit about how he did that. He was previously an Israeli officer for the Israeli military. And we talk a little bit about what he does after he left the military, how he traveled around South America, and how he eventually became a software engineer. Signal.io is his 9th startup so far. He's had 8 previously, and we go through some of the lessons from those companies that helped him build Signal.io into the company that it is today. It's going really, really well. It's a really, really cool company based out of Israel. And this was a part of just the culture that I guess I discovered in Israel. This particular interview was really, really on the fly. So what I mean by that is we were actually at a Sunday afternoon drinks at our co-working space, Sosa, and I got chatting to Tomor for probably about 3 minutes, honestly. And this is just testament to the way Israelis are so open and transparent and honest and helpful more than anything. I was, 3 minutes into having a chat. I said to Tomor, hey, by the way, I run a podcast. You sound extremely interesting. Would you mind if we sat down, did a quick little interview sometime? And Tomor just said, yeah, let's do it right now. And that is just, something you don't come across a whole lot, especially in Australia. And it was really, really refreshing just to get, someone who's done so well and building such a successful company at the moment. It's a multi-million dollar ad tech startup. So he's doing really, really well, and I wish him all the best with it. Some of the information that comes out of it, just really, really great information that I hope you guys will benefit from as much as it's benefited me. So without any further ado, let's just jump straight into this back and forth interview that I had with Tomor Weizman, the founder and CTO at Signal.io, an Israeli ad tech company. Tel Aviv, this is Jackson Dean, and if you wouldn't mind giving yourself a little 30-second introduction, name, company, and a little bit of your backstory.
That's nice. Welcome to Tel Aviv. It's my first podcast ever, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tomor Weizman is my name. It's very hard to pronounce it. But when I visit to America, I shortcut my name to Tom. So we are here from Tel Aviv in Sosa. It's a unique accelerator. We are establishing here a startup called Signal.io with a C.
Yep.
I came from background of entrepreneurship on the AdTech industry, advertising. So Barak Resnick and myself established before 1.5 years, 2 people sitting in the 3rd floor here at Sosa, south of Tel Aviv, and now we are already 21 employees having fun, developing nice algorithms that optimize traffic, shaping traffic between SSP and DSP, between supply side and demand side, between publisher and advertiser. Yeah. So we are connecting between those kind of traffic and trying to bring the best bid stream recommendation engine to our customers. So basically today online, every ad you see, it's in near real time. Yeah. So we try to give the best opportunity to our seller and buyer to match, to find the best thread between them. It's very hard to find the best spot to buy an ad because it's in real time, near real time, and everybody buy in real time ad. And we try to bring them together, the two sides, SSP, supply side, and DSP, demand side.
Okay. So who are like the main sort of clients that you'd work with, like, or how big would they be?
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully a big company. Yeah, like from the SSP side, like MOPA, OpenX, AppNexus, all the exchanges, big DSP, MediaMath, Index Exchange, Turn, Telaria, Taptica, and etc. So big company at the AdTech, a lot of transaction. We need a unique technology to be able to provide the best solution for them, because it's like there is more events there is more transactions than Nasdaq in one day. It's trillions of events. It's occurring online only on advertising.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Yeah. So to be able to bring it with a small company to serve big company like those, it's very challenging for us.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It's a big challenge. So what was probably your biggest key to growing the team from 2 to 21? And how long did that take to grow that?
1 year and a half.
1 year and a half.
Yeah, it's a bit fast, but the secret at the AdTech is to be able to bring on table a technology that you can earn money after 1 month or 2.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. There is not such kind of business unless you are trading with something.
Yeah.
So we have been able to build a robust business unit in our company that serve our R&D. So all the money that we are earning, we invest in the company to be able to grow faster. So we raise seed money, and from then we grow with the money that we earn from 2 to 21.
Yeah.
And hopefully to grow.
Go again.
Yeah.
So, I guess coming from your culture is the Israeli culture, but I mean our culture is just so different to this. But you did the 3 years in the military.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, because I was an officer in the explosive unit. So it's okay.
Nice. So did you go straight to
serve another 1 year? Yeah.
And then straight to university after that? Or did you
no, 1 year off, of course, like all the Israeli, travel all over,
Yeah.
Yeah, South America, North America.
What was your favorite place to travel?
Yeah, I think I landed after, the first city I landed was in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
It was amazing. See different parts. Yeah, it's great. So I traveled all over South America, from Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Chile. Uruguay, Paraguay.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Wow.
So after 1 year off,
Yep.
Of course, go to university. I learned software engineer for 4 years.
Yep.
And my first startup I opened was I was a student.
Yep.
So I built before SharePoint from Microsoft. I built a small SharePoint for the student organization in Israel.
Yep.
And now it's my 9th startup already.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So how were your 8 before that? Did any success there, or?
It depends how do you take the success. I take success like the company is a success, because to be able to do a big exit, it's like it's very hard to do. It's very hard.
Absolutely.
But if you pay the salary for employee, you're having fun, and you're doing good to the world, it's a success for me.
That's a great way to look at it, for sure. So what was the main things that you took away from the 8 startups before Signal that sort of helped build Signal into what it is today?
Yeah, it's taking time to understand how to operate a company. Yeah, you need a bit of experience, but to be able to bring everything that you learn on the table, and to be able to grow with your employee, to be able to bring all your experience for them, work together as a team, it's very important. Of course, to be transparent with everything that's happened in the company. Everything is transparent. And as an Israeli, of course, we run very fast. Every idea, we scan it very fast. We do it very fast. There is no protocol that we need to go over. If there is an employee that have a nice idea, I can tell him, go take it. It's your project. You need to convince me it's good enough, and we can take it. So there is no barrier or anything. No challenge that we cannot overcome. And that's more or less.
Awesome. So, for early stage startups and entrepreneurs that are just looking to get started, what would be a couple key pieces of advice you would pass on?
Don't use your money.
Don't use your own money, guys.
Don't use your own money. FFF, family, friends, and food. So that's the first. Yeah. Of course, if you're working, in a nice job and you have an idea, continue do your job. Start to build your idea inside your mind. Try to understand, read a lot, and advise with people what to be the next step. Because there is a lot of idea out there, and there is a lot of guys that's thinking on the same idea out there, and you need to be able to bring on the table a good team. You need to be able to execute your idea in the best way, and to be able to do it, you need money. You need to sit in the garage at least for 1 year without any salary. You need to be prepared for that. So it's not an easy task if you have a family and you need to think about stuff, but you need to prepare for 1 year to sit in a garage without any money. If you got lucky and you can raise some money in the beginning, it's very good. And you need to share your idea with your friend, what they're thinking about it, but you go with your passion. You don't stop. You never stop. So prepare for a lot of challenges. You have to read a lot, because there is a lot of experience out there in the market how to establish a good and nice startup. And there is a story about a PhD guy going to work in IBM. So he went for a few interviews, So after the fifth or the seventh interview, everybody told him, it's okay, you're going to work with us, you pass all the things, but you have only one last interview with the CEO. Say, no problem. So he went to the CEO, and the CEO opened his book, say, you passed all the tests, good exam. Do you have a dime or penny in your pocket? Say, yes. Why do you need it? Can you give it to me? He gave him a dime, he flip it, he say, head or tail? And the PhD look at it, crazy tail. And he opened his hand, he say, sorry, you missed, it's funny, so you don't get a job. He say, why? He say, listen, I have 100 like you. I need one with luck. So you need luck, to be able to bring the best team with you.
That's fantastic advice. What I guess we'll wrap it up. We'll do some final questions because we got some beers to drink, don't we? Cheers. So we're going to get back to it, but final question. Free beer, even better. We're all on board for that.
It's free in all Israel. In the accelerator, all beer is free.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
It's the greatest country in the world.
Come to Israel.
This will help get a lot of people here. Come to Israel, everybody. Hit us up. So I guess some good parting advice. 2-3 books. You said read a lot just then. So what are 2-3 books you'd say that are absolute must-reads if you're going to start a business?
I follow 2 books of Bill Gates. So, on LinkedIn.
Yep.
But there is tons of list of books out there. You can read in any languages that you can translate. You can buy any books out there in Amazon.
Yeah.
And the first book that I read was the Lean Startup.
Okay.
So it's a very important book that can demonstrate you how to be able to bring your idea, not invest so much on your idea, but to bringing very fast to the market and test it.
Yeah.
So even if you have some great idea on app that you want to develop, but it will take you with the rough estimation 1 year. So and your app is just to order a service.
Yeah.
Let's say clean car service.
Yeah.
So just develop an app with one button.
Yep.
That's this button, just click and send an API call to a server, and you call to the person who wants to order the service. By that, you can check if your idea is working, if people are getting in the right way that you thought to build it. It's not taking you 1 year to develop your service or an app. It just took you 1 week to be able to understand, develop, and understand if your service will work.
Yeah.
So try to develop very fast.
Yeah.
So this is one of the best books that I read before. It's far away. But
The Lean Startup.
Lean. There is tons of information how to do it. And I follow a few of the big guys on the net. So
And all right, talk to an audience. How can we help you and your company? Because it's going to be seen by a lot of people, or heard by a lot of people.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. So, how can we help you in your business? If we've gone through sort of what your product does, but who's the ideal customer that you're looking for, and then how can they get in touch?
Oh, thank you very much. but yeah, our service it's not a shelf. It's not on the shelf. It's like a server-side service that connect between the company. So
I got high expectations for this. So say you're talking to the B2B.
Kali is from north from Sydney. She joined Signal about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And every time there is a conference, AdTech conference in Australia, says, guys, we need to go to Australia. There's a huge market over there.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will be there soon. Because Australian regular people consume online like everybody else.
Yeah.
So you don't see us in front, but we are on the backbone of the AdTech industry and on the online, the advertising industry. So if you see an ad, so there is a chance that our algorithm optimized before you saw it.
Right.
So
So what you're saying is they should be using social growth media to execute their ads.
Yeah.
And then we're using the infrastructure behind that.
Yeah, there is going to be so much changes in this industry,
I know.
You're going to see ad on the floor, on the sky, inside your heads, through your glasses, through everywhere. Yeah. Ads sells, through your television. Television is going to change.
Yeah.
From different what you used to consume, So AI, AR, VR, it's going to be crazy. Google invested so much. Google, Facebook, now Amazon got into the business.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of changes. There is a lot of money inside. So
Amazon just opened in Australia finally, 1 month ago, basically.
Yeah, congratulations.
I know, it's about time.
I remember a few years ago, I think 4 years ago, I had a talk. And there is no Amazon also in Israel. So they came to just now in Israel. They just open thousands of jobs, because that
I heard they bought a whole building.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just took someone from some big guys from Microsoft Israel. In the news, because there is a big talk about Amazon because they pay a lot of money here in Israel.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to compete. But we will compete them, because there's a lot of talent here in Israel, and the big guys are coming. There is huge, Microsoft is very big here.
Yeah.
Google, PayPal, Amazon, Oracle.
Yeah.
So they're taking a lot of talent from the startup industry, but we are fighting back.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, Israel is the #1 startup nation. It's the startup capital of the world. So if you're in a startup space, you've got to get over here, even if it's for a couple of weeks, just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
And when you're here, you're going to need to, go into the Signal.io office, check it out, watch what it's like to build from 2 to 21 in 18 months. And dominate the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you should come to Tel Aviv. The beer is free. Don't forget. In every accelerator. Yeah. So in each building there is a dozen of companies that are doing amazing things. There is 40 companies here that are doing everything from agriculture to cyber to IoT to AdTech, regular AdTech to HLS, fintech, construction. It's crazy. Yeah. So much technology. So there is in one place, Yeah. A lot of money, a lot of idea. Come and see it.
You got to see it to believe it. Yeah. I did. I couldn't believe what I've seen so far. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'll see you on the next podcast, my man.
Thank you very much.
And we'll leave it with that. It's pretty simple. Come to Tel Aviv. Check out Signal.io.
Woo! Great. Thank you, guys.
So there you have it, guys. That was a little bit of a breakdown behind Signal.io, and I, again, thank you so much, Tomor Weizman, for taking the time out of our afternoon of having a few beers on a Sunday afternoon at Sosa it was just really refreshing to hear your story and how that is going to help a lot of us over here in Australia. So again, guys, Tomor, the founder and CTO of Signal.io. If you know any big, massive corporations that run millions and millions of dollars of ad spend every month, Tom is your guy. Make sure you do the introduction for him. You can find him on LinkedIn. Tomor Weizman is how you'll find him, TomerWeizman. And feel free to help him out as if you do know anybody that is playing at that sort of level. So, some of the things that we really came out of this episode is just how he grew that company by 10x, and he's done it so quickly. You obviously do need a lot of luck to do that. It's amazing how there is literally trillions of ad transactions per day, more transactions than the NASDAQ, which was quite an interesting stat for me. I actually used to trade the NASDAQ every single day. And if a lot of you guys that know my story now, you know that I started trading when I was 13 years old. And there is definitely a lot of transactions that you're seeing ticking all over the screen all of the time. So seeing that there's even more ad transactions every day, it's actually a big influence to why I've moved from the finance sector or the hedge fund sector, managing money for hedge funds and trading the financial markets, to now trading in the sort of the AdTech market now and with social growth media. So it is very interesting that Tom has got that perspective on how many transactions there truly are going on in the world and how many of them would be obviously not optimized, and there'd be so much opportunity there for him. So again, that was just a quick back and forth interview with Tomor. This podcast, guys, it is brought to you and funded by Social Growth Media. If you'd like to go and grab yourselves some free resources, feel free to. It's www.socialgrowthmedia.com/resources. Pick yourself up some freebies that'll help you in business, marketing, advertising, all that sort of stuff. And I guess I'll just round it off with just saying that this series so far, Next Level, I mean, it really has been getting some great feedback. I do appreciate the direct messages on Instagram. It really does motivate me to do more and more and more of these and interview more people, especially getting interesting guests on the show. If you are interested in becoming a guest on the show, you got a bit of a story to tell, and I can, highlight that, and you're a part of the entrepreneurial community, I'm more than happy to explore our options. Feel free to hit me up on an Instagram direct message if you are interested. That's at JacksonDean1. And I'll be getting back to those when they come through. If you have any questions, feel free to hit them up there as well. And it would also mean the world to me if you could leave a review on this podcast as we're in its early stages. I'm really, really excited for where this is going. I'm quite humbled by the attention that it's already getting in these very, very early stages. So if you know anybody that would benefit from this podcast, make sure that you share it with them, show them what this is all about, because there's some great guests in here that we were privileged enough to being flown over to Tel Aviv and Israel and getting on this business trip. Again, I'll shout out the Hacker Exchange for making it possible, the Australian government for supporting it and getting us over there, and just all the people that were behind the scenes on making these sort of interviews happen. So thank you to everyone that's been contributing to this. I will leave it right there until the next episode. Again, guys, execution is everything. So if you learn anything from this, you make sure you write it down and then make sure you implement it, make sure you execute it. My name's Jackson Dean, and I will see you in the next episode of the Business and Travel Podcast.